So, you're thinking about getting a job at Target. That is a very smart move. They've got over 350,000 people on the payroll and a great reputation for treating their team well. In this explainer, we're going to cut through all the corporate jargon, all the fluff, and give you the real, actionable playbook to get you hired. Fast. Okay, let's dive in.
And if there's anything you do today, if you want to skip the guesswork and really speed this up, I put together something called the Fast Track to Hired Guide. It's our complete playbook for getting hired at places like Costco, Walmart, Target, Home Depot, you name it, with the exact application answers, the interview scripts, and the follow-up templates that actually get people hired fast. I'll drop the link in the description below, go grab it, and let's get you that first paycheck.
Hey, and while you're down there grabbing that link, do me a huge favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It seriously makes a huge difference, and it helps get this info out to other folks who really need it. So thank you so much for that.
Okay, so let's start with the big question. Why Target? I mean, with all the retail jobs out there, what makes this one so special? Let's get right into the good stuff. Okay, check this out. First up, and this is a big one, you get paid weekly, not bi-weekly, weekly. That is a game changer for your budget. The pay starts at $15 an hour, but it can go all the way up to $24. And get this, for most of these jobs, no drug test. The whole hiring thing is super fast too, like 1 to 2 weeks and you could be starting. And of course, you get that sweet 10% team member discount, which jumps to 20% off wellness stuff and produce. I mean, these perks really add up.
Now, when most people think Target job, their mind immediately goes to cashiers, right? Or maybe stocking shelves. But you'd be surprised at the variety of roles they've got. Let's dig into where the real opportunities are.
So yeah, the sales floor is still the biggest piece of the puzzle at 35%. But look at this. Fulfillment and backroom make up a massive 25% chunk. That just goes to show you how much online ordering has totally changed the game. You've still got your classic front-of-store jobs, of course, and then some specialty roles. The big takeaway here, there's pretty much a spot for every kind of person.
Let's talk about one of the fastest growing jobs they have, fulfillment expert. Seriously, if you're someone who likes to stay moving and work on your own, this is for you. It's basically like you're a speedrunner in a real-life video game, racing against the clock to pick all the online orders. You'll crush 10, maybe 15,000 steps a shift, so it's a built-in workout. And you don't have to deal with as many direct guest questions.
Okay, but what if you're all about skincare and makeup? Then you have to look at the beauty consultant role. With all those Ulta beauty shops popping up inside Target stores, this has become a super cool position. The pay is usually a little higher, and you literally get paid to talk about products you already know and love. It's the perfect way to turn your passion into a paycheck.
All right, let's get into the strategy. Your very first challenge is that online application. And trust me, it's not just paperwork, it's basically an automated test designed to weed people out. So here's exactly how you beat it. You got to remember 3 things here. Number 1, apply early in the week. Think Sunday night, Monday, or Tuesday morning. That's when hiring managers are actually looking at applications. Number 2, and this is maybe the most important tip, maximize your availability. The more open you are, the better your chances. And number 3, you've got to ace that personality assessment, which we'll talk about right now. Listen, I have to say this again because it is the absolute golden rule of getting hired at Target. The computer system that sorts through applications cares more about your availability than your experience. I'm serious. So when you're filling it out, check every single box you can. You can always talk about your real schedule after you have a job offer. The goal right now is just to get your foot in the door. So that assessment test, to pass it, you have to get inside Target's head. Their whole vibe is about being obsessed with the guest, working as a team, and keeping things positive. So for every single question, you need to pick the answer that sounds like that. You want to come across as someone who is proactive, loves working with others, and genuinely enjoys helping people. The system is scanning for that specific personality type. Make sure you give it what it wants.
Okay, you made it past the online filter. Awesome. Now it's time for the interview. This is your moment to shine, to let your personality come through and show them you're the perfect fit for the team.
You're definitely going to get this question. Why do you want to work at Target? The absolute worst answer is, I need a job. The right answer is all about connecting with their brand. Talk about how you've always loved the friendly vibe when you shop there. Mention that you know Target really invests in his team. It shows you actually did your homework and you're not just looking for any old paycheck.
All right, next up, the classic difficult guest question. They're testing your problem-solving skills here. There's a simple formula. Stay calm, listen to what they're actually saying, apologize that they're frustrated, and then immediately offer a solution. Oh,
And always mention that you'd get a team lead if you needed help. That shows you know how to follow the rules and that you take their guest-obsessed thing seriously.
Now, whenever you hear a question that starts with, "Tell me about a time when," your brain should immediately go to the STAR method. It's a super simple way to structure your answers and make them really powerful. Let's do a quick example. Situation: a guest couldn't find something. Task: my job was to help them find it. Action: I walked them over to the aisle, and when it wasn't on the shelf, I went and checked the stockroom. Result: I found the very last one for them, and they were thrilled. See? It's a perfect little story. Simple, clear, and effective.
All right, so you've crushed the application, you aced the interview, now let's talk about the payoff. What's the deal with the pay, the perks, and what's the culture really like day to day?
So, Target's minimum is $15 an hour. But honestly, the average pay is usually higher. You can see here, sales floor and fulfillment folks are pulling in around $17 an hour. A more specialized role, like a beauty consultant, can start closer to $18. And if you climb that ladder to team lead, you're looking at a nice jump to around $23 an hour. And don't forget, that's a weekly paycheck.
Okay, but this next one, this is a total game changer. Target offers tuition assistance, and this is even for part-time workers. They will give you up to $10,000 a year for a master's program. That is an absolutely insane benefit. You could basically get an advanced degree completely debt-free, all while you're working.
So, what's the real vibe at Target? Well, compared to other big retail stores, the atmosphere is usually a lot friendlier. The stores are cleaner, the guests seem a little nicer, and the culture feels more supportive. But let's be real, it's still retail. It is physically demanding, you'll be walking a ton. And the holiday season, it is pure chaos. So yeah, it's a trade-off. But for a lot of people, that positive environment makes it totally worth it.
So there it is, the complete playbook for getting hired at Target. You know the perks, you know what jobs are out there, and you've got the exact strategies to nail the application and the interview. The only question left is, are you ready to go get that job?